Hi, this is Kevin Bergiu. I'm the branch manager of Centennial Lending Group in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Geoff Zimpher had asked recently, name your best success story, and I told him that I would, and it's not what he would expect. So I'm going to do a little flashback. I've been in this industry for over 20 years, worked for a fairly large size in-house mortgage lender in Philadelphia, and I got bored. The business would come to you. The company that I was with did not believe in helping the realtors market. They just thought it would come to you, and that was it. And there wasn't much to do other than sit there and process and do all the normal things that we do with mortgages. But I wanted more, and after a while, I became very stale and bored and just almost non-responsive. I didn't like the industry anymore. So I decided to make a change. They kept going one way, and I said, you know what, I'm going to go the other way. I want to revitalize and get interested in my career again, and I want to enjoy going to work every day. So I left. I opened up my own branch, and in doing so, I said, okay, crap. Now I've gone from a good amount of business, over $40 million a year, to where do I start? Because you kind of lose all that stuff when you leave, or a bit of it. So I started searching around, and one of the things that caught my eye was Mortgage Marketing Institute, and I started listening to the podcasts, and to me they were riveting. I listen to them all the time. Geoff, I think you have 62 or 63 now. I probably listened to about 50 of them. And, some of them I really loved, some of them I thought were okay, and some were just fascinating. And one of the things was powerful presentation. So to get to the point, I started looking at this stuff, and sure, when I started holding the classes, they were great. And just a little disclosure, I'm a former DJ, so you could drop me into groups of 300 people and say, okay, make them like you and get them to have a great time. And that wasn't very hard for me to do. But, not doing that for a really long number of years kind of lost my polish of doing it. So I got back in front of the groups, and I was petrified at first, but it was really good information. And what really changed for me was I started looking at the information and reading what the slides were, and getting information on marketing millennials. Now, what did I know about millennials? I knew nothing. I'm approaching 60. So, millennials was someone when you went, oh no, I don't want to sell to them. And a lot of the realtors, even though they were millennials, didn't like the millennial group. But, I listened to the facts and the info that Geoff had included in this, and it was great information. And I started actually looking at what the millennials value. And I started finding out that some of them were becoming in line with what I wanted to value again at 60. I didn't want to, one of the things that they do is millennials have a propensity to want things done and finished, not to go into something like my generation would go in and say, okay, let's make it ours. Let's spend all that time, all that money, all that energy, and let's make it something that we would want to live in. And millennials tend to say, hey, give it to me already done. I want to spend my time with my family and my friends and value my free time. And as I got to the point in life where that became important to me, I started to look at that with millennials and say, you know what, I can relate to this. And I started relating to a lot of other things and just using the information, not so much always in the presentations, but I started looking at this information and went, hey, this is good stuff for me. I started looking at how I can use the marketing funnels and what different social media aspects that I wanted to become part of, and how I can use branding for me. So more than just get people to use us, know us, like us, and use us in giving these presentations, it also opened up my eyes and said, hey, here's some stuff that you should be doing. You can take a look at, and it really invigorated me. Now, I can't tell you I'm doing $100 million. It's only been a year and a half, but there we go. That's if you can read that. I don't know if you can, but that's top producer 2017 for my company. And my team just won the March Madness sales contest for 2018. So, in short, don't drop that. In short, it is working. And I really want to thank Geoff for the phenomenal interviews. We've gotten to the point now that we're taking that information, the slides, we're even making up our own slides, information that we're researching. So, in short, it got me juiced again. It got me liking the industry. It got me getting up in the morning and liking my job. So, Geoff, it's an unintended testimonial, but a testimonial nonetheless. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated all the work you do. The interviews are really terrific and really very useful information. And he makes it so easy. Puts them in the show notes. I don't have to go, wow, what the hell was that link he did? No, it's in the show notes. It's right there. You just tap on the link and you can follow whoever you want and get that information and use it in your own presentations. So that's my testimonial, Geoff. I already have t-shirts, so you don't need to send me more. But thank you so much for all that you do. Take care.